What's going on, everybody? What is up? What is up? Come on into the room, honey. We are about to get into a few things. Excuse me. All right, we're about to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta real quick, like up in this thing. Girl, this was an interesting episode. Let me see who we got in the chat over here with us. What's going on, everybody? Mrs. Purpose One, Amina, Lavita. What's going on? Hey, honey. Hey, Nola Reeds, honey. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Simone. Hey, Omar. Hey, T. What's going on? Let's go ahead and hop right on into this thing. I'm not going to waste y'all time. Let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So, Sheree. Okay, y'all know on last week's episode or whenever the episode was, we saw Miss Sheree sitting down there in all her furs that she had on, crying down to the outside of the restaurant because she was supposed to be meeting up with Mr. Tyrone, and she called Tyrone. Why they sitting up here telling me, you better call Tyrone? No, she called him. She did. He just didn't answer the damn phone. Had her sitting down there looking like a fool. Okay. So she gets back to the house. She says that he did not call her while she was there. He called her the next day. Not you calling the next day. So it's giving you calling her when she probably landed, when she was no longer in the city. Because you about knew when she was finna go. That's what it's giving to me. He called her the very next day. So, yeah, you could continue to be on that bullshit. Because he probably figured if I call her while she here, she probably going to still be trying to link up or whatever like that. She may be trying to come all the way down here to where I'm at. She may try and travel all the way down here to where I'm at and try and see me. Okay, but I can't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I thank you so much, Quasia. I hope I said that right. Quasia, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Okay. So yes, ma'am. Like, girl, I said, not this man that had you drive 2 hours or so to come and see him. Only have you out there, not only or only two, have you sit out there for 2 hours waiting on him. Girl, got people taking pictures and everything of you sending it out to the blogs, embarrassing you down to the international web, down to the world wide web, ma'am, embarrassing you. Didn't call you that day, called you the next one. And you still gonna sit up here talking about something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I want to leave. I don't really want to go. I don't really want to stay. Can we get it together? That's what you're giving. No, ma'am. Okay. Get it together. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So Sheree says she ain't interested in talking to him, right? So when he called the next day, she said, let me give you a call back. So she done hung up the phone, so she gonna call him back, but she never called him back. Okay. So at this point, she says she hasn't talked to him. She hasn't really gone out the house or anything. She's a bit embarrassed. Okay. And I will be embarrassed too, where I'll be hiding behind the chateau as well. Okay. The only trip I'm gonna take is down to the basement so I can feel like I got away. Hello? Okay, because I'm not going outside these quarters because I've been embarrassed enough. Okay, so I'm going to sit right where I am. All right. So her daughter's like, girl, we got to get you out the house or whatever like that. She ain't trying to do none of that. She's sitting up there talking about, I mean, I don't really know if this is something I want to do. I don't know if I want to really let it go. Her daughter wanted to shake her so bad and tell her, girl, let this man go. But you could tell that the daughter, she couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? The daughter, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can edit something real quick on here. Okay, perfect. So, but you could tell that the daughter, she really couldn't. That's my mama, and she gonna stick beside him. That's my mama, and she gonna do whatever it is that she wants to do. Who the hell am I? Who am I? That's my mama. She gonna do what she want to do. And actually, I don't even want to give my mama no advice for real. Because if I give her my advice, I feel like she gonna go do the opposite anyway. So what's the point? Yeah, so that's what it was striking me in that manner. Okay, so what else happened? So that was that. Miss Sheree stuck in the house and she down bad, she down sad. He said he left her looking like a fool, but she's still trying to figure out a way for her to just hang on, okay? And I just don't think that she should do that. I do think that she should move on. What did that lady say to Tina Turner when he wanted Anime to eat the cake, and then the friend said something to him, and then he smacked her or something like that? And she flipped. Vanessa Bell Calloway did that flip, and that was a real slap that he did on her. And she went back and she rolled back, and she said, what she said, don't never let a motherfucker have to tell you twice or something like that. She said, what? I know somebody out there know what she said. Go and put it in the comments. Okay, I don't know what she said. I feel like that. Don't let a motherfucker have to tell you twice. Is that what she said down there? You're just a fool. You know you in line. Somebody go ahead and put it in the comments and let me know. But anyway, girl, you should have to have him tell you more than one time. Okay? And that strike, that should have been what she told Kenya. She said, this is strike 50 or something like that. Then let it be 50, girl, and let's go ahead and move on. Okay? Because we can't guarantee you 50 more years on this earth. All right, so you need to go ahead and find you somebody else that's ready, because Mr. Tyrone is not. Okay. Yes, I know I just can't remember that part. It's hilarious, right? Mother of don't gave to hit me twice. What? A mother don't have to hit me twice. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. Yes, please don't forget to like the video, guys. Okay, Sheree must have unresolved daddy issues. I don't know. You know, it may not be daddy issues. It may just be self issues that she got going on. But you could be right though, Simone. She probably got some unresolved mama issues. Oh, abandonment issues. I do wonder in general, right? In general, I do wonder. IDK. That's what she said. You will be a damn fool to stay. She said something else. I'm gonna have to find that clip. Don't let a mother have to see you. But anyway, girl, to you, Sheree, regardless of what they said and what's love got to do with it, because I am wondering what love does have to do with it, girl. Whew, don't let a mother have to tell you twice, girl. And I feel like he's shown you enough. So go ahead and scoot out. Let's get to Kenya and Drew. Okay, so Kenya and Drew. Brooklyn. What was interesting was Kenya told Drew that Brooklyn spent the night at her dad's house for the first time. And I was like, but didn't the dad say that Kenya needed to come and get their daughter? Because he couldn't keep her because he had to go to work. So she stayed over in New York a bit longer just so her daughter could stay the night at his house. So Mark, you just be wanting to create bullshit, don't you? You just be wanting to keep up a whole bunch of bullshit. Anyway, Drew tells Kenya, like, thank you for speaking up for me when it came down to my husband. I really appreciate that. And then Kenya said, girl, it ain't no problem, honey, but just understand, I really don't be wanting to be a person that be overstepping my boundaries, okay? I just had to call this out a little bit, you know? And Drew was like, well, girl, you know, I'm working on that too. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it because you did what needed to be done. I'm working on that. I'm working on speaking out a bit more and holding him accountable for things. Okay, Drew girl. What else? Kenya says that she didn't know the men were coming on the trip. I could have sworn Candy told everybody that y'all can bring y'all men if y'all want to. I don't know if it went over her head because she don't really have one, so I don't know what that was. Yeah, and she also said she didn't like the toy buzzing on her cootie toy. And I was with Kenya on that. Like, girl, don't have your husband buzzing my cootie toy all night. Come on. I'm here for Kenya on that. What else? So Drew says that she was shocked by Sanya. And she says that she doesn't believe there was a real issue with her. I agree with Drew. I don't believe that there was a real issue. Honestly, Sanya, are you trying to align yourself with certain people on the show? And you see that a lot of people are coming out of the side of their necks towards Miss Drew, and you don't want to be affiliated with that. So you're trying to jump ship, as in the friendship. You're trying to jump it because you don't want to be grouped into what Miss Girl has going on. Is that what you're saying? Is that what it is? Just wondering. You're coming off a bit sketch, just a bit sketch. Okay. Kenya tells her about the chat with Sanya. Drew thinks that she doesn't. Yeah, Kenya tells her about the chat that she had with Sanya and how Sanya was feeling about her and stuff. And Drew says that she doesn't have a mind of her own, so she's adopting other people's thoughts and how they're feeling about her. Okay. Wow. Well, let's keep going. She also talks about her being invited to a photo shoot. Asked Drew if she was going to be there. Drew said, oh, well, girl, you know, I was invited. And then I got turned around and uninvited. I said, oh, that's embarrassing, girl. Not sitting up here uninviting you, Miss Ma'am. Oh, wow. Anyway, and at the end of the date, the sit-down date they had, Drew asked for Kenya to unblock her on Instagram. I don't know about y'all, but some part of the episode, as I was watching, I said, everybody want to be friends with Kenya. Everybody want to be friends with Kenya. Everybody wants to be friends with Kenya. But when Portia was on this show, and if she was on this show, would y'all want to be friends with Portia? Why all of a sudden y'all want to be friends with Kenya? Huh? Everybody want to be friends with Kenya. What's this? What is it giving? Okay. Sanya is being a messy clout chaser who wants to be besties with the cool clique. Yikes. Sanya low-key played them into coming to mom. She did. She low-key played them, girl. And they went along. They did. Being the good people that they are, they did, girl. She definitely played them. Drew seems like a friend that will at least show up for you. That is true. I think so. I think she would at least do that. Watching Drew's actions, I would want to be her friend either, or you wouldn't. You wouldn't want to be her friends either. But Sanya is going about it in the wrong way. And she may be an opportunist. Listen, I feel like when Marlo was clocking some things, everything she was saying wasn't necessarily wrong. Okay. And I'm like, Sanya, congratulations. You did a good job, because all of the people that were heavily disliking Drew at some point, they're going to start liking her now. Okay. And she will have you to thank for that. All right. Let's go ahead and keep going. What you said, that's the one, Jamie? Because if Portia was on here, Drew wouldn't even be here for Kenya at all. Okay. Oh my God, you look so pretty, lady in red. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, you look so good. I said, girl, you so fake. You so fake, girl. You so fake. Some part of me like, I want to see Portia come back in about 2 years and see the friendship that's developed between Kenya and Drew, and see how Drew flip on Kenya. Girl, I can't. Drew doing interviews saying she missed Portia and Cynthia. I bet she do. And she reminds me of an old friend I had. Be careful who you introduce people to. Everyone isn't your friend. They show ain't. Everybody show ain't your friend. All right. So let's get to Mommy Nation, as we were talking about that. Okay. We learned that she got like over 800 blogs or something like that on Mommy Nation. Interesting. Okay. She also is working on merch, which is the reason why the ladies are there. So they're taking photos for this. Okay. Sanya lets Candy know that she swapped Drew out for Kenya, letting her know, like, listen, she sent her a text and said, hey girl, I know I invited you, but based on everything that previously happened when we were out of town, I don't think this would be a great place for us to have a conversation. Some part of me does not blame Sanya for that. It was messed up. Do not get me wrong. But if this is her photo shoot and she doesn't really want to make it a big deal, like she don't want to get into an argument at the shoot, she probably was like, let me just talk to her on the flip side and I'll just bring in Kenya. Right. So I guess when you put it like that, we can't necessarily say that it was about followers or opportunity, because Kenya was not originally the person she had invited. It was really Drew and Candy. So maybe she was telling the truth when she said those were the people that she grew closest to, right? Because Drew was that person at one point, and then now it's no longer Drew, it's Kenya. So maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. So Kenya showed up to the photo shoot, okay, thinking that she just there to support Miss Girl. Girl, I'm just here to support you, girl. This is cute. This is nice. I'm just here to support. That's it. That's it, man. Come to find out, Miss Girl wants her to take photos. So Kenya, it was funny because I feel like Kenya was somewhat serious when she said, girl, you need to book me. You need to call my booking agent. Girl, you can't just think I'm going to be sitting up here doing stuff with you for free. You can't think that. But I guess I'll let it slide now. And that's really because of the strength of Candy. Okay, because Candy is there. But let's keep going. All right. So Sanya says when it comes to Drew, okay, that first of all, Candy was like, why did you invite us? And she was like, well, I felt more connected to you guys. But when it comes to Drew, I want to do like this Jamaican night where we teach y'all how to make Jamaican food. And then what we'll do is I'll pull Drew to the side and I'll have a conversation with Drew and we'll get that settled and move on. Okay. So Candy gonna bring her mama. It's gonna be a thing. Okay. Right up Mama Joyce's alley, because Mama Joyce like to be in somebody's kitchen. Okay. Now Kenya tells them what happened with Sheree and Tyrone. Now I'll be honest, when Kenya told this story, I started thinking, breakups can be very sensitive. And sometimes other folks want to tell their tea. Granted, y'all on the show, I get it. But other folks be wanting to tell their own tea. Sometimes they don't want other folks to tell their tea. They still trying to process it. You know what I'm saying? Themselves, like, let her tell her own tea. So there's that. But anyway, the tea has been spilled. Okay, Kenya goes from talking. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's some other part. So she brings up the Tyrone situation. Sanya brings up Sheree not having sex with him because remember she said she's gonna be celibate or abstinent, whatever the case is when it comes to them. They're gonna refrain from doing all of that until he's taking her more serious. Then you turn around and you do this. Ooh, child, yikes. But then Candy feels like the reason why they stopped doing the hunchy bunchy was because he probably up there living with somebody else. Ooh. And she don't need to find out that he's staying with a whole nother old lady. Girl, I said, Candy, you know what? I ain't want to believe it, girl. I didn't. But you could be right. You could be just right. Candy could be absolutely right with what is going on over there with Tyrone, okay? For sure. Sanya and Candy are friends in real life. They hang out all the time. Okay. Say what? Jackie, F you, Ike. I'm out of here. You ain't got to hit me but once. That's what it was. You ain't got to hit me but once. Jackie, it's all right. It's not all right unless the motherfucker piles on you. If you had any sense, I gotta go back and watch that. Cause I don't know about that. It's not all right. Unless you know it's not all right to let a motherfucker pound on you. That's what she said. It's not all right to let a motherfucker pound on you. If you had any sense. But I thank you, Omar, for putting that in the chat. Grandma, that was that right there. That was a listen. That was a good ass. Oh, that was a good movie. Do you hear me? That was a good money. If you had any sense, you get out of here too. If you had any sense, you get out of here. You get out of here. Oh my! Kiss my ass out, girl. I can't. Oh wow! I thank you, Omar, for putting that in the chat. Put that in the chat. I'm going to have to go back and watch it because it is, I promise, I'm probably going to just really kiki and cackle as I watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain parts that I want to see. I want to see when the little girl was in the church saying what she said, because I say this all the time. I don't know what the lady said, but it sounds like she said you can't be singing that bourgeois and some. Gotta show the Lord a little more respect. That's something I always say. Gotta show the Lord a little more respect. It's something I say. And then the other part was when Tina was getting her hair done and her hair got burnt out her damn head trying to get a color. And they saw the pieces of clumps of her hair coming out in the sink. And the girl said, now you know you need yours. That's a part. Okay. And then, of course, the Vanessa Bell Calloway and Eat the Cake anime type situation where she got smacked and went and did their role. I hope y'all gave my girl more money, upgraded her on set, or the way she took that slap to the back. Yeah, and then my other last part, and I'm sure it's more, the other part that's coming to my head was when Ike came to see Tina at the end when she was in the dressing room and he tried to threaten her with a gun. She was like, okay, all right, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, you hear that crowd out there? They coming to see me. Okay, I said, come on, Tina. Put your paws on the table, let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank y'all for listening to my intermission as we move forward. I just had to say that. Thank you for putting it in the chat, Omar. I appreciate that. Because that will always be a classic. Let's keep going here. Now, where we at? Okay, Sanya brings up Sheree not having sex with this man. Candy feel like, okay, one of the reasons is because he got somebody else at the house already. Okay, so there's that. Now, Marlo decides to FaceTime Kenya. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Marlo said Kenya was beat. Face beat. I don't know if Kenya's face was beat, but I know that voice changed. Okay, she answered the phone like, hello. Hey, bro. Hi. And then next thing you know, she went to, Sheree had did da-da-da and Candy. And I said, now Kenya, you're an actress. You need to stay in scene because you switching up. Okay? You started out and hello, and then now you back to regular. You need to, girl, stay in character. Ma'am, what's going on? What's going on, Miss Kenya? But anyway, so I just had to call. I said, not her going from sick to regular, but anyway, okay. So Kenya is saying that, listen, I'm not going to be able to make it, but I'm going to send Drew over there, okay? I'm going to send Drew over there with the items. She got you, okay? I thought that was really nice of Drew, considering the fact that she and Sheree have not been on good terms. So Drew shows that she can be a really nice person at times. So she definitely goes and looks out and helps Marlo with the things for Sheree. Of course, she didn't stick around. She didn't want to stick around, but I felt like she should have. I kind of, because I mean, maybe that would have kind of like meant a lot to Sheree in that moment, considering, you know, what they already got going on. All right. Meanwhile, Marlo's still pissed about the fact that Kenya can't be there. So it is what it is. Okay. Drew arrives with the cupcakes. They done made the cupcakes and stuff. They over there chit chatting. Marlo talks about Sanya and his photo shoot that Drew already knew about because she was invited and then uninvited. So Marlo wanted to know more about that. Marlo says that she thinks that the only reason why she invited Candy and Kenya was because of their following. I can't disagree on that. I cannot I think she's right. I mean, it was coming off. I was like, oh, you know what? That's what it's giving. The only thing that puts a dent in that idea or that assumption is the fact that originally the person that was supposed to be there was Drew. And then she and Drew got into it. So why would she have her there? Might as well invite Kenya, because we have seen that she's developing a relationship with Kenya. So there's that. Next thing you know, we see where Sanya did send out invites, okay, to hang out with her mom and her or whatever for Jamaica night. And let me tell y'all, Drew hit her is back real quick with a decline. She says, oh, thanks, Sanya. This is cute. I appreciate it. But considering, you know, what happened on yesterday when I wasn't invited to your little photo shoot or whatever, yeah, I think because of that, I'm going to have to decline the offer. Yeah, I'm not interested in hanging with your bougie ass. No, thank you. So, of course, Sanya felt the way about it. Then talking something, Drew trying to start something. I said, how is Drew trying to start anything? You just sent this lady an uninvite, right? And then you want to send her to a whole different invite. So it's like, well, if you didn't want me there, why would you want me here? How about no? Okay, I'll pass. All right. Let me go ahead and go by my business. So you tried to flip that. And then this is what was killing me. When Sonya was with her mama in the grocery store, Sonya said something that was interesting. Sonya said that Drew was going around talking mess about her to everybody. And I'm like, we legit have seen you do that. I haven't really seen. And then if that's the case, Drew ain't been saying no more than what you've already been saying. And not that you were really talking mess. You were just giving your thoughts and your opinion, right, on the friendship. And I just felt like Drew was doing the same thing. So, Sonya, you're looking for a problem. You are. I hate to say it, but you are, Miss Ma'am. Okay. Marlo tells her that she should go to the function anyway. Okay, go to the function anyway and be real cool with it. Be real chill with it, right? Meanwhile, we already talked about it, about Sanya and the stuff that she was saying. Okay. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Sanya was putting 20 on 10. Her and her mama. Her mama was definitely looking for some action. I said, oh Lord. I feel like the producers were like, if you don't go, then we go cut your check. Oh, could have been. Could have been. Sanya should have explained that she wanted to talk at the event. You disinvited her mom. I agree. That would have said, hey, Drew, sorry about yesterday. I think it would be great if you come here. I would love to have a talk with you, you know, at this function. Instead of just inviting her just like ain't nothing ever happened type thing. She was very messy. Drew just wanted to film so she could get paid. She even showed up at Sanya event, even though she declined her invitation. That's true. She did show up, even though she declined. But I think that was because Marlo told her, like, hey, I think you should still come out. Like, come out. Let's see how it's gonna be, right? What else we got? So Marlo does a really nice night for Sheree. Girl. Marlo does a really nice night for Sheree. She brings in her Fendi person. They spread out all of the items. I'm talking about shoes, shawls, what else? Purses, all kind of things. Okay, Fendi. When it was all said and done, Marlo tells these people that Sheree is going to give them her credit card. Y'all let that marinate for just a second for me. Sheree's going through a hard time. She just got embarrassed down to the Philadelphia as well as the World Wide Web. And you bring your friend over there to make her feel better. And then you say that she's going to give them her credit card. Not you being the same person that says that Candy should start looking out for people or whatever it is that you said. And you see your homegirl in need. And then you always acting like you got it like that. And then you bring this woman out the house getting cute, show her all of this designer, have her dressing on, putting it on, doing all this modeling, taking pictures, everything, the whole nine. And then racks up a check of $11,000. I could have did this by my goddamn self. What? Girl, you could have at least bought her the tiny pink purse that she had wrapped around her. How much was that? Was that at least $400? Girl, you could have at least got her that. If you didn't want to get the $1,000 slippers, God, and then go bring a shawl over there. Oh, I think you look good in this. Bitch, don't tell me nothing about what I look good in. If I came over here to spend my own money, and you know I'm over here having it hard dealing with this man. You also know my history with trying to maintain this damn chateau. So I don't know who the hell done told you just because I done came back to Housewives, I have $11,000 to spend on this. Okay, so somebody gonna have to get it together, and I'm hoping we get to the reunion and somebody tell me, oh, well, you know, she ended up buying her something, but we ain't see it yet. Girl, you was wrong for that, girl. You was wrong for that. I mean, at least Kenya was like, okay, do you need me to get you a flight? Do you need anything? Yeah, she need $11,000 because clearly Marlo is not gonna give it to her for defending. Girl, I mean, let me get Marlo discount then. Okay, what discounts, what specials are y'all running? I guess I'll just get the cute little pink bag over here. Girl, you ain't have to bring that lady out the house for that. Then gonna talk about getting a massage, but you trying to get a massage. Talking about, can he massage that foot and then come do your foot? I said, so you mean to tell me you couldn't pay for 4 feet? You only paid for 2? Marlo, we're questioning the money that you say that you have. Not you pulling up getting Birkins, and you know how long it takes to get a Birkin. You know how long it takes a very long time to get a Birkin. You have to order those things, honey. So I had been ordered mine. Da 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 da. Girl, I guess maybe she wanted a massage on each foot because he was the only person there with one set of hands. I guess, Marlo, girl, I ain't like that. All right. What else ended up happening? Yeah, she told her about Kenya not coming, but Drew ended up showing up to help her out. She talked about how she was I guess sick, but of course Marlo did not believe that Kenya was sick. Okay, so Marlo says that she is shocked that Sheree sat up there and waited for Tyrone as long as she did. Okay, Sheree says that, well, girl, you know that I'm a hopeless romantic. And you know, I know that he loves me. And Marlo said, well, girl, how do you know that? I mean, I just know. She said, okay, well, let me put this on you. If it was one of your daughters, you know what I'm saying, they'd been in a situation like that, and then somebody had, you know, played him, and they came to talk to you about it, and they said, oh, mama, I know he loved me. Then, girl, I mean, what would you say? She says, you know what, you're making me look like a fool right now. I'm like, girl, Tyrone already did that. But anyway, listen. She says, you know, my daughters would never go for anything like that. They would never. I know it's crazy because I'm their mom, and you know, they're seeing their mom go through this and da 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 da. Girl, not that prison bait ain't worth all. I do not, Father, I don't ever want to understand. I don't ever want to understand what they go through. I don't care. I don't want to understand. Cause y'all just be hanging on, girl. And ain't nobody trying to hang on like that. Like, we just, girl, I ain't on that type of time. Okay, I'm not on that type of time. You're not gonna be sitting up here playing with me. Okay, I just, Anyway, time is precious, ma'am. Let's keep going, okay? Yeah, so Sheree starts crying at this point because I guess she feels like she doesn't know her worth or anything like that. So she starts crying, and of course Sheree hugs her and lets her know how, you know, the bomb she is and how amazing she is and all of this other stuff she tells her. Sheree was like she didn't want to cry, and I'm like, girl, that be the thing. I don't be understanding. I get it. Sometimes I won't be want to cry, but girl, listen. That's a heartbreak and that's embarrassment attached to that. Girl, cry your eyes out. You'll feel better in the morning. You'll feel like it was a weight lifted up off of you. And then you're in a safe space with your friend. Your friend created this space for you to feel safe, for you to, you know, be vulnerable with her. So if it results in you crying and shedding a tear, that's totally okay. I feel like so often we tell people not to cry, like you just not supposed to show your emotions, but you human. Everybody go through stuff all the time, B. You feel what I'm saying? People go through shit every day, B. They got feelings, they be hurt. So cry. Do what you gonna do, you know. But anyway, girl, there's that. Sheree's daughter, Kaylee, in so many words, told her not to go for the jailbird. Right. This moment between Marlo and Sheree was cute. Okay. When you a particular age, though, listen, she gonna have to like tap out. No way she should have been involved with anybody that got locked up. No way. And it seems like she probably had been dealing with him before he even got locked up. I don't know. But girl, hell no. Shareda's situation was definitely a hopeless romantic. You was trying to be romantic and he left you hopeless. Girl, I will not survive. I can't. Oh wow. That's tough. That's tough. I believe Kenya was sick. It was nice that she called and asked to help since she couldn't. She by herself and Marlo pissed me off this episode. At the end, they did. Shady boots. I'm sure so fake. All on interviews yesterday saying how much she loved Kenya, but was agreeing with everything Marlo said. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going so we can get that in. Thank you so much, Keon, for being in the chat. Yes, please go ahead and like the video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter also. Let's keep going, okay? Now, cooking with Sanya and her mama. So Kenya done showed up. She done showed up sick. She over there coughing up to the side. Then telling people not to get close to her. I was kind of like, well, Kenya, you could have stayed at home. It would have been okay. I guess Kenya said, since I missed out on one check, I ain't trying to miss out on two. All right. So then Marlo brings up Tyrone at some point. Okay. That conversation came up. Now, before we get there, it was a conversation about plantains. Okay. Kenya was talking about the plantains she get, the green ones, and Sanya mama was trying to tell her, no, these are the ones that you're supposed to get. And then Marlo, here she go, Marlo, while you sitting up there talking about candy, bringing up SES all the time, this time it was you, girl, and we trying to eat food, okay? You come over there to Kenya and talking about, it's like a peen, you know how they be hard, just think about one that's soft that you got to get up, da-da-da. I love how Kenya said, girl, you wouldn't know with the 90-year-olds that you deal with. What else is going on? I said yes. Eat, Kenya, eat her up, because Marlo ain't have nothing else to say, child. Anyway, so Marlo at a later time brings up Tyrone, and she was like, oh, it's okay if I tell him. And then Kenya said, well, I already told them. And she said, was I not supposed to? And Sheree said, well, I would have rather told her, and I understood that. She says, but since she knows and she been new, then that means that she knew this whole time and she never reached out to me. And I said, ooh, candy. Not candy, girl. That slip is coming down just a little bit. It's hanging in the back. Okay, girl? Not you playing Sheree on more than one occasion. Not you playing this lady on more than one occasion. Finding out information about her but not reaching out to her. You wrong for that, girl. You wrong for that, okay? But what else? So then Sheree says that she was disappointed that Kenya did not show up. And Marlo says, right, you didn't show up, but you had on glam. Kenya was trying to explain. Marlo was over talking her. Kenya said, BIT, if you listen and you shut the hell up, then you'll see what it is that I'm saying. I was going to come. That's the reason I had glam on. But I was so sick, I was getting ready to head to the doctor. So what are you talking about? And then she tells Sheree, you know I go up for you. You know what I'm saying? You know I F with you. So don't even come at me like that. And then Sheree says, yeah, I do know. Well, then Sheree, if you do know this, and Kenya was the first person that you called when you was going through some shit, because it wasn't Marlo. Kenya was the first person that you called when you were going through some shit. Then why would you sit up there and just go along with whatever Marlo is telling you, as though Kenya was faking being sick to not show up for you? You know they're not paying the rent. She wouldn't even pay for your fee. So you know they're not paying the rent, girl. I don't even know why you sat up there listening to her. Anyway, let's keep going. So when they over there going back and forth, Mama Joyce had me tickled, because Mama Joyce was like, y'all need to calm the hell down. Okay, y'all need to calm all this down. Y'all need to shut up. Okay, because whatever y'all arguing about, I don't even understand it. I'm trying to get the tea on Tyrone. That's the problem. I'm trying to get the tea on Tyrone and get in her business. I don't care nothing about y'all business, because it don't even make no sense anyway. Okay? So step back, get up off me just a little bit while I cook this food and I listen to this mess over here, girl. Because that's what was really going on. That's what was really going on. She wanted to listen more to the mess. She was like, now go ahead, or something like that. Mama Joyce wanted in on the business. And they was deflecting and distracting her from getting that. And I was just tickled. I was just tickled. Okay. I said, y'all better get up off Miss Mama Joy's back and let her get in this tea. And Sanya speaks on the photo shoot, right? So they get on there. Oh, before that, Mama Joyce tells Sheree something like Sheree says something about blocking Tyrone. Like, oh, I blocked him or whatever, right? So she for a limited time, meaning she may go back and call Tyrone or something like that at a later time. Then Mama Joyce said, no, you gotta block him forever. You gotta block him forever. Cause so you know me, that wouldn't even be me, girl. I don't play like that. And they said, you don't play like that, but your daughter do. Why you over here trying to give somebody else advice about what they need to do? Your daughter sat up there waiting for somebody else, ma'am. So what's going on? And so they said Candy baby daddy was locked up. And I'm like, well, then I know you ain't talking about Ty, girl. So you must be talking about the other one. Yikes. Let's keep going. Anyway, so Sanya speaks on the photo shoot and how she only invited Candy and Kenya. Then says that she doesn't know why she got so close. Then that's when Marlo didn't understand why she got so close to Candy in 2 weeks. And this is when Marlo started to call Miss Sanya's card, okay? Marlo pulls Sheree to the side because, of course, they started bickering or whatever like that, having an exchange of words. Miss Marlo was definitely calling out Sanya. I can't say that I fully disagreed with her on that, okay? Like how all of a sudden you got close to them. But then at the same time, I mean, like, it just happens like that. I mean, I guess it just flows like that. I mean, if you mad that it wasn't you, then just say that. Anyway, so they go outside. She pulls Sheree outside. This is when she decides to start dragging Candy. Help us. She started to drag Candy. I felt like Marlo sounded really jealous to me. She was coming out very jealous. Candy felt like Marlo is trying to pull Sheree in on whatever BS she has going on. And I can't say that I disagree with her on that. It definitely was feeling like you see Kenya getting closer somewhere else. She's not trying to be closer with you or hang with you or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so you're trying to make sure you have your people. And then talking something, I wish Drew would have came. So if you're feeling left out, then I guess just say that. Marlo calls Candy out for not helping others. Girl, I don't want to hear you talking about who Candy didn't help when you could have helped your friend that you brought over to your house while you showcasing all this Fendi and you didn't sit up there and buy none of it for her. Girl, and then you could at least give her a heads up so she'll know what's going on. Bring your card, girl, because I got some stuff. You could have told her something. You don't know what that lady had in the bank. She probably only had 1,100. You over here trying to get her to spend 11,000. What's going on? Anyway, but Sheree, you were killing me. You were killing me, girl. You have time to redeem yourself, but I was highly disappointed. And I'm sitting up here wondering, girl, how is you letting this woman gas you up because she invited you over to her house to give you some cupcakes and sweets, like, and hug on you just a little bit, when Kenya was the first person that you called? So everything this woman said, Kenya was a video hoe. Kenya was a video hoe. Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't ever recall Kenya being a video hoe. Y'all dropped the receipts because I just don't remember that. I remember her being an actress, okay, and being a queen. I remember that, but I don't recall that part, okay? What have you done? I'm just so confused. And then you sit over here talking about Candy. Candy, no, Candy, oh, that's why that cootie swat wasn't no good. That cootie swat wasn't no good. Like, hey, here go, Sheree. Yeah, yeah, right. Facts. Yeah, yeah. Now, Sheree, you know what you speaking from? You speaking from the space of really a hurt woman. That's where you coming from. You speaking from a space of a hurt woman because you got played on national TV. Okay, that's what that really is. So you taking your anger out on them, and I feel like Marlo is actually playing on your emotions with that situation. She playing on your emotions when it comes to your good girlfriends, girl. But you know, that's what I be thinking. Honey, thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Marlo's supposed to pay for the Fendi. Yup, she was. She invited that woman to her house. You got all these surprises. You got her blindfolded and all this other stuff. And she get over here to the house and it's like, okay, look, I got all of this for you. This is what she said. I got all of this stuff for you. Go over there and see what you want. She could have gave her a heads up. Don't invite me nowhere. You got some Gucci Louis Prada. Pop them tags. Don't bring me nowhere. Talk about some pop them tags. And girl, it's coming out of my pocket unless I got a heads up. That's how I feel. Phil says, that's Tyrone's job. I was here for the shade. They always commented in the confessionals. Now Marlo comments. No, Marlo is not in the confessionals, but she is definitely commenting. She's definitely getting to some things. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. I do appreciate you. But Miss Marlo was wrong. You have to bring up that lady past. She always be trying to throw that up in that lady face, talk about her out here being a, and talk about her cootie twat wasn't good and stuff. Girl, that's not right. That's not right. You don't do that. And then that's the thing though, but for what? What did Candy do? When I think about this, what did Candy do in that moment for her to go outside and talk about her the way that she did? I can't think of anything Candy did inside that room that made Marlo want to talk about her the way that she did. I could see Marlo being upset with Kenya. I get that. But what it is that you feel left out, you know, because Sanya ended up inviting only those two to the photo shoot. I don't understand that Sheree about the oldest head there, and she wasn't even invited. So I don't know why you feel so entitled. Like, I don't understand that, Miss Marlo. It's not clicking, Steven. Then Marlo talked about Todd and talked about how he was under Candy's tax bracket or whatever the case was. That's why she always got that cootie twat wasn't no good. That cootie twat wasn't no good. That's why she gotta always mess with me and it's under her tax bracket. And Sheree Thomas said, yep, yeah, That's not cool, girl. And I'm sitting over here looking at Sheree like, not you over here nodding your head and agreeing with everything this woman say about somebody man being under their tax bracket when your man was locked under. He was literally locked under not too long ago. Girl, he can't even leave the home to come and even see you. I'm confused. And called you 24 hours later. And you want to talk about somebody being under a tax bracket? Girl, he's truly underneath it. He's truly, I'm so confused. I'm confused by the agreement of it all. Girl, I cannot. Like, I was really disappointed. Like, girl, your man fresh out of the prison. And you want to sit up here and talk about somebody. When Kenya and Candy drag Marlo and Sheree at the reunion, I don't want to hear nothing, right? But see, that's the thing, Phil. Phil says it's shade to me, and it's not that deep. Well, I feel like it is because we just saw how Candy says she's getting on my nerves. She's getting on my nerves. Then we see Marlo has been doing little stuff, and she says the same little jabs all the time. Let's help somebody do something. Candy, you effed out. You effed out all over Atlanta, Candy. You effed out. Okay? So Candy had to drag her. So it's getting serious. It is getting that deep. It's getting that deep. Candy over here trying to support you in all things that you do, and you just want to keep coming at this lady. And once again, I just need somebody to remind me because I don't recall Candy doing anything in that kitchen that warranted Marlo to go outside and drag the way that she did on this lady. You talked about her man being under a tax bracket. You talked about her being a hoe. Then you said her cootie twat wasn't good. Girl, listen. You were projecting, Miss Marlo. I just know Marlo and Sheree are sitting on FaceTime practicing what they're going to say at the reunion. You know they need the rehearsal. We're going to see. Marlo is upset and feeling left out because she feels that after working so hard for her piece, she should be included in all things. And I can see that too. I definitely can see that too, T. I can't. Marlo is taking on Sheree's stuff, right? Marlo is jealous of Kenya and Candy's accomplishments, right? And I really agree with T's statement. Because now she finally has her peak. She probably feels like she's on their level. Because she kind of said that in one of these interviews. I feel like it was the Carlos King, where she kind of pretty much alluded to like, we on the same playground now, thinking that they're on the same playing field. But you're not. You're not. And it's no shade to nobody, but ain't none of y'all on the same playing field as Candy, even if you are on the same show. It's just what it is. Sorry, it's just what it is. And then immediately following would be Kenya because of her history of being queen and also working in the industry as an actress. A lot of people knew who she was. Hence the reason why she even was able to come onto the show. So yeah, y'all just not on that level. It doesn't matter how many Birkins you get. You're just not. And it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay at the end of the day. That was pretty much everything that happened. Sheree and Marlo went back inside, okay, continue to be fake, however they needed to be to get through the night. And then, of course, Miss Drew decided she was going to tiptoe in her heels. And Sanya didn't seem to be too happy that she was there after she ended up declining the offer. Right? Sanya looked back. She saw Drew. Drew waved. Sanya turned back around like, oh, Drew's here. Well, I guess things are really going to get to popping on next week. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Well, I think that's true, Phil. Of course, like Candy's not above getting called out. She's messy. I was glad that she got called out by Sheree for holding on to this lady business and not even reaching out to check on her and couldn't even really find an excuse as to why she didn't do it. So I definitely agree with that. I remember hearing in the beginning that someone told Marlo to come hard at the girls to secure the spot. Ooh, did they? Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this girl worked that hard to get that peach, so I'm sure she gonna work harder to keep it. She said she gonna make them work for that check this season. He has to ask for permission to see you and didn't even do that. Ooh. Damn. Well, that's tough. Girl, Sheree, bye. And Marlo, you don't even have a man. Oh, wow. She acted like she was defending Sheree from her not calling. That's the only reason I can think of. Oh, dang, it just jumped. Funny how the folks of the latest tax bracket talking about tax brackets, or of the least tax brackets, talking about tax brackets. Yikes. I like the show when they had talent from Georgia. Okay. I wish I'd check in on my friend with her, con artist, Nene Voice boyfriend. Maybe Candy said her story was fake with Tyrone. I don't know if she was saying it was fake. I don't know. I don't know if she did or didn't. But she definitely said she think that man got a whole nother woman. Okay. Got a whole nother woman back there at the house somewhere. Marlo is lashing out after being left out. Maybe she was a foster child and kind of always felt like she didn't belong. Ooh, she did kind of mention something about that in her interview or sit down with Carlos, but she kind of felt like not worthy, like when it came to the peach though. So that could be a situation here too, where she felt that way. And maybe because she was a foster child and kind of always felt like she didn't belong. Her reactions remind me of Ayan from Dubai, but Marlo goes too low. I feel like Ayan can get there too. I feel like I think they probably on the same level with it. They both always talking about fashions, always talking about what they got. You know what I'm saying? And then they can go low as well. Yeah, they're probably in the same boat for sure. Let's see. I'm glad Candy dragged her. Marlo and Candy shouldn't even be friends. A little shade, I understand, but that was too much. And to continue to do it repeatedly, but then you turning around being in this woman's DMs, asking her to show up to an event to support you. Child. Keep it cute or keep it on mute. Who is Marlo to say who should be working for a check? She just needs to worry about getting one. Okay. I understand Marlo feeling like that. It's not her responsibility it's now her responsibility to heal. That's true. Yeah, she got to work on that. Definitely heal from that. You're raising up these young boys. Right. So, and they already got their own trauma dealing with their own situations with their mom. So it's like, come on, girl, get it together. Get it together. Let's be real. I remember when Kim was talking about Candy eating box. Sheree never told Candy what Kim said. I don't even remember that. But you could be absolutely right, though. Could be absolutely right. And Sheree is known for carrying bones all the time, all the time, all the time. So I guess Candy is just playing get back. Maybe so. Maybe so. Not Todd being one of Candy's dependents, child. What in the what? What? Sheree made a rookie mistake by being with Tyrone. Listen. Sad. Sad, sad. I'm a Taurus, and no Candy remember how she by herself. Y'all gonna keep referring to this lady as she by herself. Treated her when Kim was on the show Karma. How she gonna demand respect that she didn't give Candy. Woo. Maybe she thought they healed and moved on, child. Maybe Marlo can't think she on the they living in Robin Dixon's townhouse and not with the not with ants and that cheap K. Marlo is about to move, okay? In all fairness, she is about to she's building a home. She is about to relocate soon. So I'll give her that. But she said at least it wasn't a roach. It was a king. It was a little ant. Child. Let's see. Y'all notice Marlo only calls people negative things she feels about herself. Candy, Marlo reputation is sleeping with rich men, getting a bag. She feels broke up. She feels broke, so she overcompensates with money. I can see that. She never had any. I feel like people that didn't really have a lot when they were younger, they do stuff like that. They like to overflex. Like, look at what I got now. They're trying to make up for the years and the time that they didn't have no money. And a lot of people really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if Sheree is going to carry the bone about Tyrone living in her phone. Ooh, is Tyrone coming? Of course not. Oh my God. M. Barry Singh. M. Barry Singh. Ooh, is Jamal coming? Of course not. What about Tyrone? Of course not. Jeez Louise, I cannot. That is so messed up. He played Miss Girl. That is so fucked up. Thank you so much, Ray Bay. I appreciate it. Child, when Sheree was saying facts and preach, I was like, after what we just saw, you might want to bring it down. Bring it all the way down. I said, bring it all the way down. Like, girl. She should not have been co-signing a thing, especially sitting up there talking about Kenya when you call her first. That's what I can't get over. You felt like Kenya was the best person to console you. And then you outside allowing somebody else to talk about her the way that she is. And you just going along agreeing with it. I mean, did you think the cameras wasn't going? I mean, well, you've done this long enough to know that they was going to pick up all audio and stuff. I don't know. But again, I feel like she was speaking from a hurt place. That's just what it is. I think she was just speaking from a place of hurt. Right? And I'm sure she still didn't feel no better because she still had to go home and deal with herself and her situation. Sad story. Sad, sad, sad. It'll be back soon. You miss Real Housewives of Potomac now. It's coming back soon, honey. Married to Medicine finna be a doozy, girl. Married to Medicine? Girl, we got to get through Married to Medicine before we can get to Real Housewives of Potomac. Because the way the girls seem to be cutting up on that preview, it's going to be a whole lot going on. Look like Toya about to get into yet another fight. Girl, look like she done had to use her hand as a muzzle on somebody's mouth. I said, oh my God, Toya put her hand in this lady's face. But the lady really was all in Toya's face, though, barking and just, then they're putting her spitting her hot breath on this girl and stuff. So Toya was like, well, if you ain't going to be quiet, I'm going to make you be quiet. Okay, so I hope they didn't get the rumbling, honey, but it definitely looked like they were going to get there. So that's going to be interesting. Girl, I'm ready to see Toya and her situation, honey. I'm ready to see Contessa and Dr. Heavenly. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. That's going to be interesting. I'm saying it's going to be tough because with Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly, it definitely be up and down. Sometimes you love them. Sometimes it's like you irritate. I love you, irritate. Love you, irritate. So we're going to see how this is going to go. I hope Simone ain't in no more drama. That's my girl. I like Simone. I want her in no drama. Hopefully her and Jackie are in a better place. I doubt it, but it would be nice. How Marlo gonna talk about candy with all this sex talk? But she was referring to the banana, and that's what I said, Candace. That's what I like. How are you gonna do that when you out here? Like, come on. Marlo did bring up more sex talk to me when you referred to this lady as being a hoe and her cootie swat not being good. You brought up the most drama about that than Candy did this episode. And I think it's shade that Sheree decided to call Kenya because she feels like Kenya played a fool too. You think that's shade? I didn't think it was shade. Maybe she called her because she could relate, possibly. I don't know. I get that Sheree is embarrassed, but she wouldn't be if she wasn't so embarrassing. Which one, girl? Tell me which one. What was it about? I could have not. Forgive me. Which one? IDK. Let's see. And she was supposed to what? She was supposed to be a lawyer that fights toy. Oh yeah, she is a lawyer. Audra is a lawyer. But I wonder if her husband, obviously to be on Married to Medicine, I guess her husband is probably like a doctor or something like that. But listen, Audra may not be what she wants. We already saw what happened when it went down with Mariah and Toya. That was epic. I don't know if it's gonna get no better than that on Married to Medicine. That was epic. I miss Mariah. I know a lot of people don't like Mariah, but the way she used to collect Heavenly and their banter back and forth. Whew, oh my God. Yeah, I miss that. The arguments over at the on the table, over on the not the table, but on the sofa for the reunion. I miss all of that. Who told who they breath stank? I feel like it was did somebody say someone had an over and an underbite? Who said somebody had an over and I know somebody said you have an over and an underbite. I could be wrong, but I feel like one of the two of them said it to each other. I feel like Heavenly said she didn't like Mariah because her breath stink and she acts like this and she acts like that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some like popular moments of the reunion. I miss those ladies for sure. I miss them for sure, honey. Give me a second here. All right, let's see. Did anybody find out who said what? Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone was clowning each other about their over and under bites. Oh, that's who it was, them two? I thought it was Mariah and Heavenly. Mariah said you have an overbite. I knew I thought it was Mariah. And maybe I'm sure that Simone got thrown in it, but I really feel like it was Mariah. Okay, so Mariah did say it to Heavenly. I guess so. I think Heavenly got her teeth done or something. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone was clowning each other about their over and under bites. I gotta find X. I gotta see. And the husband, what? And the husband's gonna be getting into. Oh, I saw that when Eugene is gonna get into it with Aiden, is what it appears. Y'all, this gonna be a messy season. It's about to be real gutter. Even though a lot of people don't see it for Kenya with all her years in Hollywood, one thing you never heard was her being a garden tool. It wasn't until Real Housewives of Atlanta that people even talk negative about her. I have to agree, I never heard that. Yeah, I've never heard that about Kenya, so I didn't know what Miss Marlo was talking about. I've only known her to be an actress. I didn't even know her to be no video chick. Right? So never crossed my mind. Never came this way. But listen, I'm gonna end this thing. Okay, I'm about to go ahead and hop off, honey. Be sure to like the video. Also, make sure that you're subscribed. Okay, make sure your notifications are on because sometimes your girl just pop up with a live out of nowhere. Okay, you want to make sure that you're a part of that. Okay, what do I need to check it before I go, Keon? Let me see. Oh, this is it.
Now, she talked about Simone teeth. Oh, so Miss Simone walks in and want to give me the cold shoulder. She doesn't have to speak to me because I wasn't in the mood to talk to the Easter Bunny anyway. Hell, it ain't Easter. I like to talk about teeth because I'm an expert. I like to talk about yours because you are a dentist and you have an overbite and an underbite. I call it an over yonder bite. Simone has an overbite. Yeah. I have the edge to edge. Yes, okay. You have recurrent decay around those chiclets of time. Okay, yeah. Your breath stinks. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think you are dingy, dirty. So you ought to know it when you see it. We are not going to the mall.
Oh, Mariah, what the fuck?
So you ought to know it when you see it. We are not going to the mall.
No, I have to go back. Lord have mercy.
Okay, yeah. Your breath stinks. Yeah.
Oh shit. I think you are dingy dirty. Yes. Yes, Mariah. Boy, when I tell you she was eating heavenly. Mariah was eating heavenly. Do you hear me? And y'all can't tell me nothing about Miss Mariah, baby. Because Mariah was eating Dr. Heavenly at that moment. Y'all not gonna make me feel nothing different, okay? Miss Girl was so calm and poised when she said that. Yes, and yeah, and you have an overbite. You have an over and underbite, and I call it an over yonder bite. Like she didn't flinch. It was just real poised and calm, just like this. Yep. Yeah. Well, I think that you're dingy and dirty, and oh my God, girl. Oh, damn. How y'all get rid of Mariah? Oh, girl, let me get the hell up out of here because listen, I have cackled for today. I have truly cackled for today. Okay. I thank you guys so much for watching, honey. Again, like the video, subscribe, cut on the notifications, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all of that great stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.